Good morning and welcome to Christchurch. We are now in Christchurch and today we are visiting the Botanical Garden, and as you can see it's quite peaceful and beautiful, and I thought I want to take a quick photograph around this area right here. This is called the Kid Shepherd Memorial Walk, and I thought I found something interesting over there. Let's try to take some photograph of that spot right there. Alright, so the first spot that I want to photograph is this spot right here with the bushes on the lower part of the image right here, and then this river and then those trees and this tree branch right here. I think it's gonna make a nice photograph right here. I'm with the G85 and 8 to 18 millimeter. I'm keeping it very simple, 14 millimeter aperture priority, f5.6. I'm keeping everything else automatic, and I want to get this composition right here, vertical composition. Let's try. I'm zooming out a bit to 12 millimeter maybe. Let's try something very simple like this. So I'm using the bush right there on the lower part of the image and this branch of the tree right here as part of the foreground to help to frame the image right here. Alright, let's try. Alright, now I saw that bench over there. I think it's going to make a nice photograph. Again, still with the 8 to 18 f5.6. I'm going to try to capture that lonely bench on the other side of the river, something like this. Yep, very simple. Alright, so I walked a little bit further down the walkway and I found this area right here where there's the river that we saw earlier, but I found this nice tree branches right here and those bushes right there, and those trees on the background kind of frame itself for the river, that kind of shape and lines. I think it's very interesting. So again, with a wide angle lens, I'm at 14 millimeter and I want to try to capture this scene right here, still in aperture priority f5.6. very simple scene. So yeah, I'm using the tree branches right here to kind of frame the image, something like this. Very simple, nothing too complicated. Vertical composition, I'm focusing somewhere on the background right there, or maybe on the foreground. Let's try. Yep, very simple. Going to try to zoom out a little bit. Let's try. Probably around 10 millimeter. Let's try. Really nice. I'm going to go a little bit lower. I hope you can see the camera. Nice. Very simple. Yep. I think I found a nice composition over here also involving wide angle lens. I'm at 12 millimeter right now, so I'm going to try to capture this scene right here. Focusing on using this bush right here as a foreground, the river as a midground, and those tree branches as sort of the background this time. Let's try. I'm going to try to overexpose by about one stop. Let's try. Alright, let's try vertical this time, but I'm at 8 millimeter right now. I'm adding a little bit of this tree as part of the foreground. Let's balance the exposure again, reset the exposure compensation. Yep, looks really nice in my opinion, but we have to be careful. Now I am crouching, and I think by crouching I can find some better perspective, better view from here, so I'm going to try to capture it. 18 millimeter. Oh, nice, the ducks right there. Wow, they're swimming really fast. Hopefully I'm not disturbing them. Alright, cool. So I'm switching to telephoto lens again, and after crouching I can find something interesting right there, which is the reflection of that big tree right there. Now I want to try to capture it with the duck coming right here. So let's try to capture it. 35 millimeter vertical composition. Now I'm at 50. Let's try again. I think the ducks add a lot to the image. I hope you can see what I'm doing in the camera. Yep, I'm waiting for that one to go. I'm waiting for the other one to come. Nice. I'm going to try to capture just a duck. Really nice. And now I'm going to try to capture that scene again, but horizontal composition, about 35 millimeter. You can see what I'm doing in the camera. Very simple scene without the duck. Still looks nice. Alright. Alright guys, so this is the next day after the botanical garden. So this is our last day in New Zealand, and right now we are riding gondola in Christchurch, and as you can see now we're at the top and we're gonna try to photograph something right here. So as you can see, that's a big lake right there. I will put the name of the lake if possible right here, but anyway, I want to try to capture this nice scenery right here. I'm with my G85 and wide angle 8 to 18mm lens, aperture priority. I'm at f5.6 auto ISO. I'm going to try to capture this wide scenery right here as wide as I can. So 8mm, something like this. This is actually one of the time when I really need as wide as I can, so 8mm on this particular lens, because most of the time when I was here 8mm is actually a little bit too wide, so I was more like in the 12, 14 or 18mm, but today it's all 8mm in its full glory. Alright, something like this. Very simple composition. Nice. Alright, now I'm going to try to capture a telephoto scene right here using the 35 to 100. I'm at 35 right now, f5.6 aperture priority. I'm trying to just capture snippets of this scenery right here. Just a small portion, but the ones that I think are really interesting is this right here. The port with the mountain behind and the lake. And also that area right here where there's like the forest. Nice. That area right here also looks nice, where the hill meets the mountain. What about that area right there? Let's try. This part right here also looks nice. Alright, and that wraps up today's video. So this is actually our last day in New Zealand, and after this, tomorrow early morning we're going to go back to Indonesia again, and this will also conclude my New Zealand vlogs. So that is all for today's video. I hope that all the photographs that I took, all the vlogs that I created are interesting, enjoyable and informative for you. Also, don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing this video and subscribing to my channel down below. Thank you and goodbye.